Soldiers, the future of humanity lies in your hands. God bless.
Okay, ready to rock, Colonel.
Unit 87, take off.
Welcome to Let's Play Hydorah. This is Dectilon, and I will be your guide through this wonderful game. We start, as is customary I think, out in deep space. A lot of shooters start there. The stages can be anything from completely themeless, just empty open space with a few enemies, to just sort of introduce you to how the game is supposed to be played. Or it can have a variety of themes. Like, I think this stage, you could make the argument that it's sort of a meteorite theme. Of course, it's also an extremely short stage, but the simplicity of the meteorite theme in this level means that the game manages to have a fairly easy first level, while simultaneously introducing you to the idea of warning, of special level threats, so to speak, to the warnings that came up earlier, and also just the idea of level themes, like you will encounter something very specific to the level that once you figure out the trick to, you will have an easier time dealing with. Now, the first boss is actually very similar to the crystal core from Gradius, and I think it appeared first in Gradius 2, but I could be wrong about that. Boss rush there. I'm absolutely certain it's in Gradius 3. Now, in this game, when you beat a level, you get something. In this case, we got a secondary weapon, which means that from now on, not only will we have a forward fire, but we will always have a secondary weapon. In this case, bombs that just go straight down. Most of the equipment in this game is extremely useful in some circumstances, like the weapon we're using right now. Well, the weapon we're using right now will actually become obsolete after a while, but all the others will have some very specific levels where they would be more useful than others. And the game really balances that idea out well, that there aren't really any throwaway weapons like there can be in games like Earth Defense Force, where you have maybe 20 weapons or something, and the majority of them aren't really as good as some others. And we also have special weapons. In this case, it's a missile, which I use to take care of this boss extremely quickly because it's really boring. Really easy and really boring. It's basically just, as long as you don't go right in front of it and try to challenge super hard, then it will never be able to touch you, so you might as well kill it off really quickly. I mentioned in the thread how the leveling system works, but basically, except for needing one more turbo to max out my speed, I'm pretty much fully stocked right now. I have 10 primary weapon upgrades. Of course, you only get an upgrade at 5 and 10, but that's where you go. And I have 10 secondary weapon upgrades. I have... oh, there, the turbo is maxed out. And I have a shield. The shield actually needs some XP, because when you beat this game and get the true ending, you actually get a reward in that anytime you play after this, you will start every life with a shield, which does make the game easier, but I think that's okay, because, you know, it makes the LP easier.